Hello everybody, Band-Aid
Hello.
Creative here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing this figure review a little bit differently. One of the viewers suggested that I review the character itself while I go over the figure, so we're doing a character slash figure review, and we got none other than the Mart GONG Studios Superman Hush. So I'm super excited to dive right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy this new format. Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, the Man of Steel fights a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. From his blue uniform to his flowing red cape, Superman is one of the most immediately recognizable and beloved DC superheroes of all time. The tip of the spear in a revolution that would change the landscape of pop culture, Superman has spent the last 80 years redefining what it means to stand on the side of good. The last survivor of a doomed planet, Krypton. The last survivor of the doomed planet Krypton, raised in a quiet heartland of Smallville, Kansas. Superman is as much a legend as he is a man, the gold standard of heroism, compassion, and responsibility. Superman's first appearance would come in 1938 on April 18th in Action Comics 1. One of his most notable feats would be in Superman Volume 3, number 13, where he bench pressed the weight of the Earth. Superman's core abilities consist of super strength, super speed, flight, invulnerability, heat vision, super breath or freeze breath, super senses like X-ray vision, telescopic vision, microscopic vision, and super hearing, enhanced healing and stamina, and solar energy absorption. This figure represents a specific version of the character known as Superman Hush. In this storyline, Superman is under the control of Poison Ivy and attacks Batman and even tries to kill him. Despite being mentally controlled, when Lois Lane falls from a building, he ultimately breaks free of Ivy's influence instinctively because he cares about her and refuses to let her die. In the end, Superman and Batman team up and stop Poison Ivy by capturing her, showing Superman's refusal to remain a threat even when he's used as a weapon. Though his powers make him a god-like being next to his human compatriots, Superman's story is not one of greed or conquest. Instead, he strives to represent the inherent goodness of the human spirit and the capacity of every living thing to do right by their neighbors. Now that we've looked through some of the accessories that come with the figure, and also have talked about who Superman is as a character, let's talk about some fun facts that you may or may not have known about Superman. Superman actually does not need to eat or breathe air, as he can live off of solar energy alone.
Wow.
Superman's original archenemy wouldn't be Lex Luthor, but the telepathic primate known as the Ultra Humanite. In the Amalgam comics, Superman was combined with Captain America to create a character known as Super Soldier. These were comics coming out in the 90s that combined DC characters and Marvel superheroes. Due to Superman's photographic memory and his super speed, he can read enough books fast enough to gain a PhD level knowledge within a certain field in seconds. Making the S symbol on your chest is American Sign Language for Superman. Superman was once bitten by Dracula, but because his cells hold so much solar energy, Dracula exploded. In Action Comics 700, Superman renounces his American citizenship to fight against America's foreign policy. If you've ever wondered why his costume is able to remain fairly undamaged, it is because he has a bioelectric aura just above his skin to protect his skin-tight costume as well as helping with his invulnerability. There are many different types of kryptonites, including silver, green, gold, white, yellow, black, and blue. My favorite is definitely silver, because it causes effects similar to cannabis. I really hope you guys enjoyed those fun facts about Superman. Now let's go over some articulation of the figure. I was honestly super excited to get this guy. He was a little bit pricey. He's going for about $103. I got him on the TikTok shop, so if you guys do want to know where you can get him, I'll link him down below where I bought him. He literally just bought him directly from Mart. That's exactly where I got him from. He is a little pricier because he is a soft goods figure. I haven't had any issues with him other than, I guess, personal complaints would be I don't like the feet. The ball joints in the feet sometimes are hard to position him in like dynamic poses in terms of like if you want him standing. And I really don't like the cape. The cape would definitely be another complaint for me. I feel like they definitely skimped out on it in terms of a soft good product. The wiring in the cape is very weak, so you can't hit some very articulate poses with the cape, I guess you would say. Something like an AC Toys Thor, where the cape is, you know, phenomenal, great wiring, very high quality. So those are my two biggest complaints with this figure. Honestly, I have nothing else to say other than that. I think the mold looks amazing. Obviously, you guys saw the close-up shots, and I really like the material on the soft goods as well. It's very stretchy, so I don't really have any fear of tearing when I'm trying to articulate and pose him. And honestly, yeah, there's not much else to say about this guy. He is a great figure. I really do recommend you guys pick him up. There is 2 figures in this series right now. I believe there is the Batman Hush and there is the Superman Hush. Both of these are available at Pop Mart's TikTok shop, and I don't know if you can get these online for cheaper. I haven't really looked. I just bought them directly from TikTok just because I wanted it to come as fast as possible. This figure came in about 4 days. It was really quick. They told me to expect it basically this week, and I got it like a week ago, so super excited, super happy with the delivery time. And honestly, I'm gonna give this figure a 8.5 out of 10. The 2 cons really do bring it down for me, especially because of the price range, but I do understand that this isn't really a Mezco figure. It doesn't come with necessarily a ridiculous amount of accessories, and it is representing the character from a specific version. So honestly, I think GONG Studios knocked it out of the park. This is a great soft goods Superman figure. He's definitely going to stay in my collection and on my shelf, and I really do recommend you guys go pick him up. So I'll link him down below. Not much else to say as I show some articulation points here. Some notable evil versions of Superman throughout fiction would be Ultraman, who is an evil counterpart from Earth 3. You have Injustice Superman, which is a tyrant who becomes essentially insane after Lois Lane dies, or, you know, he kills her. You got Superman Prime 1 million, who is, I guess, often debated. He's not really evil, but he has like a godlike mentality. You got Red Sun Superman, who was raised in the Soviet Union. That's always fun. Zod possessed Superman. You got Bizarro. I love Bizarro. He's literally just, everything he says is like inverted. Like he'll be saying some shit like if he's trying to call you, right? Like he'd call you cool. So like he's like, and like bro just basically said, but like he basically called you cool. Homelander, you can definitely see the resemblance in the, you know, the outfit. He's definitely nothing like Superman, definitely more sarcastic, narcissistic, cruel, psychotic, you know, all the things in the book. But he's obviously inspired by Superman. You have other characters like Overman, who is the Nazi Superman. That's even more fun. What are some other characters? I guess Superman clones. You could say Sentry, Hyperion. You got another evil Superman would be the Plutonian from the Irredeemable series by Mark Waid. Amazing series. I'm trying to think of some other characters. Even some characters that I've created, I've definitely taken inspiration from Superman. I have some original characters. I have a character called Magnanimous, who has an all-black outfit with gold trims and a cape, obviously inspired by Superman. I have some other characters. You know, Reixiel, I guess you could say his human form was inspired by Superman. He's got a red cape. You know, he's got the Astrolite logo. He's donning like a more, I guess you could say, like a dark fantasy styled Superman approach. But yeah, Superman is definitely one of the most notable and one of the greatest characters ever created. Sometimes people kind of get a little thrown off because he's so pushed, obviously. He can kind of come off as boring, I guess. I don't really know where the notion of him being a boring character came from, but I think Superman is an amazing character. He's always been an amazing character, and there's so much about him that you can learn. So if you guys like this review and you guys want to see more reviews like this of other characters, please let me know. I'm always looking for new and creative ways to make content, so I really appreciate this suggestion. Shout out to Houdini, and remember to stay smooth, y'all. Appreciate you guys.